Have you ever laid in bed at night thinking about someone that you lost and wondered, are they still connected to me? Not just emotionally, but deeply, energetically, intimately. Or maybe you had a moment where you felt love so strong, so unexplainable, that it almost didn't feel human, like it came from somewhere else. If that has ever happened to you, let me know in the comments because today we're going to talk about something that most people are too afraid to ask, too afraid to talk about. But spirits talk about this all the time. We are talking sex in the afterlife. And if you're here for the first time, I'm Matt Fraser, America's top psychic medium, and I'm live today to talk with you about something real, something raw, something that honestly blows people's minds when they hear it. We're talking about real connection. We're talking about intimacy. We're talking about love, not just here, but on the other side. Now, I know what you're thinking. Matt, are we really going there today? Are we really going to talk about this today? Well, yes, we are, because here's the truth. When people come to me for readings, they don't just ask, are my loved ones okay? They ask, do they still feel loved? Do they still care about me? Do they know if I've moved on? Are they watching me? And sometimes they ask me, is there intimacy? Is there sex in the afterlife? And I'm here to tell you, yes. Okay, but not in the way that you think. Let me explain this in a way that makes a little bit more sense to you. Because I've learned from the thousands of readings that I do that when we cross over, we don't lose connection. We become connection. Here on earth, everything is physical, right? We express love through touch, through closeness, through presence. But in spirit, there is no physical body, right? We have an appearance, we have a form, but there's no physical body. There is no separation, there is no barrier, there's just energy. So when two souls connect in the afterlife, they don't just hold hands, they merge. They become one frequency, one energy, one feeling. And I always describe it like this. Imagine the deepest love that you've ever felt. Now I want you to multiply that by 1,000. And I want you to remove every insecurity, every fear, every doubt. That's what connection feels like on the other side. And I want you to really sit with that for a moment because that changes everything about how we look at love here in the physical world. Now, let me know in the comments. Have you ever met someone and felt like you've already known them? Like your soul recognized them? That's not random. That's soul memory. That's connection that exists beyond this life. Now, here's where it gets really interesting because people always ask me, Matt, are my loved ones watching me? Right? And I hear this, especially around private moments. You know what I'm talking about. People get nervous like, is someone in spirit watching everything that I do? And I'm going to tell you the truth. No. They have access to that information, but they are not watching you like that, okay? Spirit does not see your body the way you do. They don't see flaws. They don't see embarrassment. They don't see physical details, right? They see your soul. They feel your emotions. They connect to your energy. So if you're in a moment where you feel loved, where you feel happy, they feel that. They celebrate that. But they are not focused on the physical act itself. And I think that's something that people really need to hear because so many of us carry guilt, fear, shame. Sound familiar? Especially after losing a loved one. I've had people say to me, Matt, I feel guilty moving on. I feel like I'm betraying them. I feel like they're going to be upset. And I'm telling you right now from the spirit world's perspective, love is never betrayal. Love is expansion. Now, let me tell you a story because this is something that happened during a private reading that I will never forget back in the day. I was doing a reading and this woman's husband came through. Now, usually, when a spirit shows me a bedroom, they're pointing out something sentimental, okay? A picture, a ring, something meaningful. But this was different. He kept showing me the bed, the nightstands. He kept making me feel like I had to talk about it. Look, I'm getting red. And honestly, I hesitated because I knew where he was going with this. So I kind of had to find the right words, but I finally said, "Your husband is showing me something that is in the drawer next to your bed." And I feel like he's laughing, right? At this point, because he's like chuckling on the other side when I'm seeing him. And I said to her, and I feel like that there's items in there. I'm going to leave it like that. Well, she turned a little red and she started laughing and she said, "Matt, nobody knows about that." And she told me that after he passed, she felt lonely, right? She was trying to move forward, but she felt guilty. She felt ashamed. Like she was doing something that was wrong. And her husband's message was so simple. He said, "I'm glad that you're finding joy again." We're going to leave it at that. All right. But in that moment, you could feel the healing. You could feel the release because she realized that love didn't end and he wasn't judging her, right? It just changed form. That was something that was really bothering her that she was able to let go. Well, if that resonates with you, if you've ever felt some type of guilt, let me know in the comments because you're not alone. Now, I want to talk to you about something really important because this doesn't just apply to the afterlife. It applies to your life right now. I'm talking energy exchange. Every time you connect with someone, especially on an intimate level, you are exchanging energy. You are opening the field. You are allowing them in. Have you ever been around someone and afterwards you felt drained or heavy or just off? That's energy. That's not in your head. And in the spirit world, right? They show me this all the time. They show me how important it is to be mindful of who you connect with. Because when you choose a partner, you are not just choosing a person. You're choosing their energy. You're choosing their past. You're choosing their emotions, their vibrations, and this is the reason why some connections feel uplifting and others feel depleting. The spirit world always says this: choose someone who adds to your light, not someone who dims it. And I really want you to think about that because your soul knows the difference. Your intuition feels it. If you've ever ignored a red flag, if you've ever felt like something was off and you stayed away, your soul was trying to guide you. Now, be honest, tell me in the comments. Have you ever had that feeling? Now, here's the deeper spiritual lesson that we have to discover, right? Because this is what spirit really wants you to understand. We are not just physical beings. We are souls. We are souls having a human experience. And everything that we do here, every relationship, every connection is part of your soul's growth. When we cross over, we don't carry shame. We don't carry judgment. We don't carry guilt. Those are human emotions, right? What we do carry over are the things that we learned here. In the spirit world, there is only truth. There is only understanding. There is only love. So when your loved ones look at your life, they don't judge your choices. They don't criticize your or look at your past, right? They ask one question: are you happy? And if the answer is yes, that's all that matters. Because at the end of the day, whether we're talking about love here or connection in the afterlife, it all comes down to one thing. It comes down to connection. The feeling of being seen, the feeling of being understood, the feeling of being loved without conditions. That's what your soul is searching for. That's what your loved ones in spirit want for you. And here's something that's beautiful. They actually help guide you towards it. They nudge you, they send signs, they influence moments. You can literally talk to them and say, "Please help me find the right person. Please help me make the right choice. Help me feel loved again." And I promise you that they hear you. If you've ever asked for a sign, type yes in the comments because the more that you open yourself up, the more that you'll start to notice. You'll start to notice that they've been there all along. So here's what I want you to take away from this today. Love does not end when someone passes. Connection does not disappear. And intimacy becomes something even more deeper on the other side. There is no judgment. There is no shame. There is only love. Love in its purest form. So don't hold yourself back. Don't live in fear. Don't feel guilty for being human. You are meant to love. You're meant to find joy. You're meant to feel joy. You're meant to experience connection in every possible way. And your loved ones, guess what? They're cheering you on every step of the way. And if you want to go even deeper into this, right? If you want to learn more about how spirit communicates, if you want to feel that connection for yourself, I want to invite you to join me for a live online group reading event where I read as many people as possible. All the readings that you've seen on YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, those are all people who came to an online group reading event. There is nothing like experiencing this in real time, right? Seeing the validations, feeling the energy, and knowing without a doubt that your loved ones are with you. So if you go to my website, meetmattfraser.com, you can find courses, online readings, books, events, and I'm also on tour. This week, if you check my tour schedule, May 7th, I am coming to Red Bank, New Jersey to give live readings at the Count Basie Theater. Then I'm heading to Nashua, New Hampshire. It's sold out. But on May 9th, there's about 10 tickets left. I'm coming to Cranston, Rhode Island. Then I'm coming to El Cajon, California, Santa Fe, New Mexico, Denver, Colorado, Portsmouth, New Hampshire, Plymouth, Massachusetts, Newark, New Jersey. I'm actually there for 2 nights, for 2 shows. I'm also coming to Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, Catoosa, is that correct? Catoosa, Oklahoma, Dallas, Texas, Abilene, Texas, New York City, New York, Riverhead, New York, Munhall, Pennsylvania, Honolulu, Hawaii, Spartanburg, South Carolina, and Spokane, Washington. If you want to come and see me on tour, just type the word tickets right down here below. Type the word tickets and I will send you the link. Or if you want to come to an online group reading and experience messages from home, just type the word link in the comments below and I will send you the link. But you got to make sure that you're there. You know, the saddest thing is when people talk themselves out of coming to a live event or an online reading, because I know if they would just come and attend, a message would be there. Maybe it would be a direct message, maybe an indirect message. Maybe there's something that you need to hear. If Spirit has led you to my page, to my channel, to my videos, it means that there is a message waiting for you. There's something they're trying to share with you. And I also want to share with you something else. If you're on your own spiritual journey, this is my newest book. It's called Don't Wait Till You're Dead. Okay, it's available in any bookstore, anywhere that you buy books, Amazon, Books A Million. It's available as an audiobook. And it's all about learning about the other side. You don't have to wait till you pass on to learn about the afterlife. You don't have to wait till you pass on to meet your spirit guide. You don't have to wait till you die to meet your guardian angel, to talk to your loved ones again, or to learn the meaning of your life. Don't wait till you're dead. It's all about learning as much as you can about the afterlife right now, and in it, I'm going to teach you about what happens when we cross over, what to learn about your life now, what to learn about the afterlife, how your loved ones are helping you, all the little secrets. So as you go through life, you feel the guidance of your loved ones. Don't wait till you're dead. Make sure to get your copy. Amazon, Books A Million. It's also available as an audiobook as well, read by yours truly. And I got to tell you, I'm really excited about this book. It's also available as a paperback version on Amazon. It's actually on sale this week if you want to go and pick up a copy. But I also want to thank you for being here, because all these videos that I make, all the videos that I do, coming on with you guys on live, all of these videos are from your questions, the questions that you asked me about heaven, the afterlife, the other side. So if there's something that you want to know about heaven, the afterlife, the spirit world, what happens when we die, drop it in the comments and let me know. Have you been following me for a while? Did you just recently find me? Have you been here for quite some time? Because I love getting to meet you the same way that you love getting to meet me, or I hope you love getting to meet me, right? And I feel as my job as a medium isn't just connecting you with your loved ones in spirit, but sharing with you all this information. Everybody always asks me, well, Matt, how do you know what you know? How are you able to write these books, right? How are you able to put this in? And these are just 2. These are 2 out of the 4 books that I've written. Well, it's because every single time I connect with your loved ones in spirit, every time I connect with your loved ones in the afterlife, I learn something. I learn something about death. I learn something about crossing over. And I love to share that information with you. Because the more that you learn about heaven, the afterlife, the other side, the more that you learn that death is not scary. This is not the end, right? There is another lifetime after this that we experience in the spirit world. So that being said, don't be nervous, learn. If you're fearful, if you're nervous about death, if you're nervous about dying, I understand. Everybody is. But when you start to learn that there's life after this one, you start to stress less. You start to feel more comfortable. And you start to realize how your life here on earth truly does have meaning. So if this helped you in some way, do me a favor. Leave me a comment, let me know. But also click the share button. Share this video, either on Facebook, on YouTube, on your social media platform, because there's someone out there that needs access to this. There's someone out there who is afraid of death and dying, afraid to ask these questions, right? Well, that's why I come on, to share with you the answers. You don't have to be afraid to ask. I'm going to share with you what I've learned about heaven, the afterlife, the other side. Come on, come join me. Click the follow button, click the subscribe button, and come join me on this journey. I love you guys so much. And I hope that I will see you tomorrow night where we'll be talking more about heaven, the afterlife, and the other side.